Hello my lovely urbanites, this is Brent here, and today I'm going to start with a bit of a real one. I made a silly boo-boo and I'm going to show you the item. They're Asics, obviously good running Asics shoes. Definitely always come in around $299, $320, so they can be an expensive item to get. So the fact that they're selling for $60, $70, $80 on eBay is really good for, men's, women's, and they kind of start, we'll say, from US size 5. Now, speaking of the US size, this is where I made the mistake. These are a 10.5, so 10.5 US, probably UK 11, Euro 44, the way the sizing goes. Obviously Australia, Ireland, other nations just kind of go on the US or determine UK size. So, all in all, made a silly boo-boo. The original listing showed 12, so you have to remember, if you're clicking sell similar, make sure you fill out every section and double check. So this order had to be refunded. I am offering another option to the buyer, but for now at least, I wanted to show you my blooper, my boo-boo, my mistake. So, my bad. What do you do? But you move on and you'll probably make sure that the listing is revised because they're in good condition, and again, barely, often like new or barely used, so people are ready to get a great steal. And the next item I want to show you is, like I said before, if they're pre-packed, I can then, want to make sure I have you on me cam. Hi guys, how you doing? Hope everyone's grand. So it turns out this particular item is going up to North New South Wales. It's called Nimbin. Nimbin is in a triangle with Lismore and Byron Bay, so the more eclectic and hippie towns in New South Wales. So it's really fun that this buyer picked up a Looney Tunes t-shirt, size medium. Obviously it's shown as gents, I'm sure it can be unisex, multi-sex, etc. And medium, and official merch, Looney Tunes / Disney, coming out of the Hollywood diaspora. So this one now is ready to go, and I'm off to the post office. See, there's a difference between the post office and the newsagent to drop your Sendle. So these are with Sendle, again, the eco company who gives you decent packaging. I had to reorder a fresh batch of $128 coming in. So I hope everyone's doing well, and I know we're coming now into Halloween. Beyond Halloween, it flies around it, it'll be Christmas. Christmas in Australia down under is always the hottest month, so December, January, February is like, whoo, the height of summer here. Which it still takes a while to get used to when you're originally from Northern Europe, huh? And every now and again when there's really rainy day or when it's freezing. Today is kind of a bit grey out there. You can see it's not as sunny. I always say, well, try be to the Australians, it's like 15 degrees freezing. I'm like, try be from Scotland or Ireland where it rains 260 days of the year. So, next up, and there's my labels. You can see it's always good to have your labels ready to go. Like in previous videos I'm showing you, the lovely thank you cards. Cyril, my partner in crime, Josh, is able to get me loads of good ones. We can get them at reduced rates and fun end of line cards as well. So, be it you just want to keep your cost of goods down, and that includes shipping supplies as well as fun little gifts to throw in each purchase for your buyer. Now this book is really cool. It's Anna Kendrick, speaking of Hollywood earlier, with the Looney Tunes in the Warner Brothers studio. Anna Kendrick is called Scrappy Little Nobody. So from probably a Midwest or not quite deep South town in America / city, and made it big. And we know her from Pitch Perfect. So Anna Kendrick, you can see, look, it just goes to show you can be plucked from obscurity into a superstar. We all have dreams and aspirations one day. So this particular buyer was able to get the book at a great deal, and was through a nice promotion on eBay, and they get the book for $11 with postage included. Not a whole lot of profit on my end, and of course when it comes to books, if you can get them for 50 cents to $1, or potentially in hauls, Facebook Marketplace giveaways, or even neighbours who might be leaving out books. You just have to be resourceful and keep your eyes peeled. But if you're paying $2, $3, $4 a book and trying to sell them $11 to $14, you're not going to make profit. So books is an interesting category. As you can see there, look, my fish. But me books, I need to whittle down and get rid of ones that might have stains or marks and just keep the really as new, good condition, and where there's a $5 to $6 margin. You know, you're not gonna, Rome was not built in a day, and each and every buyer who reaches out to me chooses one of my books or anything from any of my listings on Poshmark, that's Poshmark Urbancitysells, or eBay Urbancitysells. I'm forever grateful. There's no denying it. Would you consider getting into the eBay game as well? I would recommend it to everyone. If you have any things at home, if you're a family with younger children who have now grown up a bit, maybe get rid of some of their plush toys. Their old runners, be it Nike, Adidas or Asics for the running. So any of the little categories that you'll find you have a good bit at home, or you can get into the niche. The Americans call it niche. The niche, you'd be surprised how things will fly. And you get positive feedback. So as long as you have good feedback, get your shipping out in a couple of days, preferably one day if you can, you're going to really be able to connect. So people are going to have faith in your store or your virtual closet. And I had a lovely buyer today who received their books and tea coffee set, and just was blown away by the support that they gave me, and then reached out to give great feedback. So you know who you are with your little Paris box. You've received a lovely giftware down to Melbourne. So the community really supports each other as well. So you have to reach out and make friends within the apps, other sellers on eBay, other YouTubers. Now, I know I'm here in Australia where the market is middle. Obviously, the Canadians, Americans, North America is the biggest market. And then Ireland, England, Scotland, Wales, a wee bit smaller. But they're still, you know, heading for 100 million in that market. So, nor is really particularly small. So, but when you're going on eBay, if you click international, it can go to most countries around the world. So, but setting up, if you're setting up on eBay, I'd recommend you can do local pickup and delivery national. You know, and in my case, we're talking every state in Australia. Or if I only had one or two buyers come to the address, pick up a pair of runners, which is always nice. And then later on, she did have an issue. It was 7.5 listed as US, but that's kind of UK sizes, and you have to make sure you know your size charts. But thankfully, they were only 19 bucks. I believe the buyer was okay. You're flexible, and I'm fully saying, hey, come back if you need to. I want to make sure that your experience is fantastic. Not necessarily be old school like our granddads or something. Hey, but on a pair of extra thick socks, you'll be a-okay, you'll be grand. So again, look, books, always nice to throw in the butcher paper. Now, I want to throw out another thing. I say butcher paper every time and it makes me go, butcher paper. I'm actually a vegetarian, plant-based and vegan, heading for 10 years. For a good while I had sushi and fish. I was pescatarian. So I love the choices we have now. Everyone can, not necessarily always live on eggs and meat and fish. You can bring in berries and plant-based goodies and pumpkin and sage sausage and loads of different things, where the options are endless nowadays. And back in the day, they would have said organic food is just food. So the least amount of ingredients in an item, the better it is for you. Oh, that's a bit off scale. So again, it's okay if you make a mistake. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to make a mistake, as I'm learning. I'm looking at my screen, but I want to make sure I'm connecting with you on the camera. Big shout out to Michelle Starlight as well, who's been a great fan and commented on me videos. Mary Flynn Carroll as well. So previous subscribers, likers, commenters, and those who watch the videos to the end, again, can't thank you enough, because this will start to build up my YouTube. My presence is Urbancitysells, 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 and this is wrap with me, pack with me, send with me. See you in a moment. Hey guys, back again, and I wanted to show you to make sure when you're getting into the eBay reselling and including on Poshmark, doing the shipping is one of the most important things. As much as having good variety, good choice, men's, women's, kids, petite, oversized, home goods, a well-rounded closet, and on eBay focus in on your runners, CDs, entertainment, tech. You can choose your few little categories, not to get overwhelmed or oversaturated with too many things going on. But a good tip here. See now, this particular card is for a jacket upcoming, and you need to make sure it matches your print label. So bear with me. I need to take my own advice. Silly Billy went ahead and showed you the wrong cards, but they are the same because, again, I'm sending out the cards. So the book with the Anna Kendrick, you're matching up with your label. So that's a last double check or reassurance that you're putting the right card in the right pack. Because the buyer don't want to, if his name is John and then you're sending, hi Anna, yeah, wrong. So you need to make sure at all times. This is where I was showing you the last time. Do you go lengthways? Do you fold back? These are the little things to present nicely. I won't waffle on too much like I did on previous vids. I just get the job done. So where's everybody watching from? Are you in the States? In Ireland? All around Australia? My fellow posh community members? Always a big shout out to my poshers, because don't forget Poshmark is numero uno. It feels like it's the biggest community, lots of fun, lots of giveaways, you can earn, you can get credit as well as you're a full-time seller. You click into little business mode. It's nice to be able to think, I can pick up a cap or a lovely basketball jersey, which I have recently. I look forward to that, and I'll show you in the next video some of my gets. But you move from consumerism into providing a great service, being a recycled fashionista, so upcycling, making sure items and garments are in tip-top condition, good laundry, good stain removal. So this is a part of the game when you're selling clothing, men's, women's, kids, and it's good to test out your tech. And last but not least, for runners, footwear is the soul. Who'd have thought? The biggest thing is the soul. So yeah, you make sure there's no wear and tear and get your size right. Big boo boo, made a mistake. Anyway, my bad. I feel not disappointed, but I feel let down that I've mixed up the sizes for the buyer, but they were very patient and understanding, and we were able to just get, thankfully the order wasn't sent. We caught the issue in time. You know, I like to peel off that. Now this is the moment of truth. Again, this is to be very sticky and adhesive. Sticky icky. So down we go. And you make sure it's nice and tight. You can hear the magpies and kookaburras, the Australian birds. The sounds in Australia is one of the biggest things I noticed here. Besides the animals being crazy big and big huge bats and spiders, hey, huntsman spiders, it's the sounds, the flora and the fauna. Just blow you away. It's an opportunity of a lifetime to embrace and be in the Antipodes down under in Australia. Australasia. I like when people say that. So now, you don't want to be, even this could cause an extra charge, so sometimes they tell you. And sandal is good to go. So what I will do is get out the air a bit. Hope you can see, and I have my nice light box in front of me, so the light is a bit I hope it don't drown me out. The main thing is to enjoy my morning here with you. And you can watch my YouTube videos anytime, and always to be that guy, I hope you can click the like button, subscribe to my channel, because that'll build up my YouTube followers. And also, you know the drill, hit the little bell button to get the notifications when I release a video every 7-10 days, be it Tuesdays, Fridays. No set schedule just yet, because I'm just organically allowing the videos to come. And when I get a nice few orders in, I can do a wrap with me, pack with me, send with me. Hashtag Urbancitysells. Now, this is pressed down and on with the label. So, remember, the card has gone in. See, I'm like, oh my god, did I forget the card? But this is for the next one. You have your shipping labels and your cards. Hello, Mr. TF is getting this book, and they're based in Queensland. Queensland is fantastic. It has Brisbane, the Gold Coast, Surfers Paradise, Townsville, Cairns, all the way up to the top to the Great Barrier Reef, Airlie Beach, some like to call it Airlie, and just in such a size of a state. But Australia is such a big country, island nation country. Beautiful. Now, and we're kind of, I want to say, yeah, 12 p.m. here now, so just lunchtime down under. So what I'll be doing is making sure I try to get off to the drop off before 1 p.m. So I like to make the most of my mornings and then finish off to make sure there's no orders come in last minute. Because if you run off to the post office too early and then you get another order come 10, 11, even 12, you have to go back to the post office. So you're trying to work out the best way to use your time in the mornings. Now, mornings. Very fancy with my cheese. But I want to be come across well spoken and nicely presented here on my eBay channel, but keeping it real as well. Always just be yourself. If you're ever thinking of starting a YouTube channel, it's nervous initially because we've all seen the TikToks and the thing, but YouTubing is the way to go, and just be yourself. Next up is a really nice ceremonial blazer. I say ceremonial because it has the almost like on guard buttons, and it's double breasted, so it can be folded like so, and it's by the brand Dakuba. It's a really well-known, famous brand here in Australia, Dakuba. Seed Heritage is another one, as we mentioned, Coss, Veronica Main, and some of the other big ones. But Dakuba, they do everything from black tea to LBDs to really, and this, really nice pieces. This is a pink, I want to say blush pink salmon, not quite coral, but definitely more blush pink and salmon blazer jacket, and it's going out to a lovely buyer, and the size is size 10, and the Australian sizes run similar to Ireland and UK sizes. Now this one, I bring out my pill and gun, but this particular one is good to go. It doesn't have any strings hanging out, because you need to make sure if you're giving recycled garms out to people, it's really, really nice. And here's a tip. It looks like, yeah, you can tell us, always make sure it's authentic with good labels. And this particular jacket does have a dry cleaning tab, which means this person really cared for the jacket. They would retail anywhere up above $200 plus, often up to even $300. This particular buyer was able to purchase this lovely coat. As I look on my iPad, I picked it up at the St. Vinny's, and in the future, when I'm getting bigger orders or more orders come through, I'll be able to break down the cost of goods, or if it's consignment, if I've been able to give it to help sell for friends and family. So on Poshmark, it's really good. It's very intuitive. You get all your notifications, and you can go into your, show you my closet, see all my listed items. These, and if you can also funnel this, you can watch. Can I show you? And you can click the button that says availability sold, and it's nice. Look, so far up to 80 items, and I've only joined since July, August, so it just goes to show with a bit of determination and grit and resourcefulness, you can really start to make a small living off it. To scale up would be where you'll make you know, all the famous YouTubers are making 6 figures, so that's 100k, be it Aussie, be it Australian, be it Euro, whatever. If you're making that kind of money off your eBay and reselling on Poshmark game, what a life you can live. But I count my blessings for each and every one, packed, wrapped and sent by me with love. And up the top, most recent, is said the Cuba jacket, blush pink, and you can see it's sold and it's shown as $50. So 50 buckaroonies ain't nothing up with that. So because the buttons are here, do you fold in? You just need to make sure she's in good position, good neck. Now, I might stand for it, but when I stand, you kind of cut me off a little bit. Hi! Hello! Back again, lads. Here we go with wrapping this Takuba jacket. So again, you make sure she has a nice fold. And I'm going to do it one more time to make sure. Should probably go in the way because the buttons are touching on the arms. You want them opposite ends. You don't have to be, well, nobody's perfect, but you don't have to be too perfect. But you definitely want to make sure it's neatly and nicely wrapped and packed. And as you've heard a few times now, that's my motto, so you can hear me nice and clear, is wrap with me, pack with me, send with me. I'm going to hashtag trademark that one, and nobody else will be able to use it. Because it's good to have unique branding as well as taglines. Use all your hashtags and get your fun experience in YouTube and Instagram and all the selling platforms like eBay and Poshmark out into the world. Because if you don't do it yourself, nobody else will do it. Oh, I got an itchy nose. So this sellotape or sticky tape is particularly skinny. So I need to make sure that it's definitely well wrapped and it's not just going to pop open, because presentation, as we all know, is key. Let me see. There we go, that's a bit better. And I have my box ready to go. Because again, and you can just do a bit of sellotape or sticky tape and do the bottom as well. But you keep on keeping on, and you learn with each and every item that ever gets sold or sent out to really nice buyers, because they've taken the time out of their day to have a look in your closet and then, you know, feel confident in checking out, even if it's $15, $25, $50. They're hard-earned wages, you know. But you have to be a good stylish person to curate good options. Be it and think of the seasons. Have a quick sconce. Have a quick look at trends, you know. Bring in your own style and flair. And, you know, just be yourself at what you list. Again, don't spread yourself too thin and too many categories. And like, that's a tongue twister. Don't spread yourself too thin in so many that you're kind of trying to keep up with everything. I have currently 370 something listings and eBay 170, so You can see even the scale there is heading for 600 listings. You need to be able to be sharp enough to know where they are. Have a bit of a system that you can find them when they go out to a lovely buyer. And keep on top of it. So here we go with the Takuba jacket. Let me make sure I have the print label, because again this one is for the runners, which were unfortunately cancelled today. So in it goes into the box, and it's a nice little neat snug fit. So again, the buyer will be able to open that phone. Oh, very nice. Look at this, and the little card will be on top. So in next goes the card. Thanks so much for your purchase, and the username, and then Poshmark, because they got it there, Urbancitysells, and the little thank you pirate. Now, last but not least, and then fix this feet, I'm going to get the label and I'll be back in. The label now is ready to go, and as I mentioned, you just need to be making sure each and every time that the correct shipping label is for each order. So now I'm going to make sure, probably this is the next question. So there's no rattle. I don't think there's going to be rattle, so I can sell a date. The only thing that might move around is the card. But because the jacket is nice and snug, they'll be able to open up and see like so. So it's a good experience. I've even received a men's t-shirt size large. I have a pair of moccasins for myself and partner Joshi, so 2 sets of kind of moccasins they're called. The last of the spring, so it's still a bit cold in the evenings at time to time, so they'll be nice. And then I mentioned earlier a cap and a basketball singlet, or a tank top jersey coming in from a lovely fellow posher. So all in all, I'm on the other end of receiving as well, and there's nothing like getting a cool box of stuff. As everyone, even who might necessarily use eBay, you've got deliveries from. Hey, I'll even take grocery deliveries, but I do like to shop in person when it comes to food. So down to the sides, into the thing. Do it one quick. So there you go. And it's not a bad idea to do the sides, and last but not least the bottom. From the bottom to the top, from the top to the bottom. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Jeez, I'm getting in the rap game next. So do any listen to some music during the day? I'm telling everyone since its inception, Spotify has changed the game. Every day I can listen to different playlists, and every now and again you'll see me sharing on my socials, be it Snapchat or Instagram as well. My original Instagram was Bad Studios, and I did photography for so long in the film game, and that's my creative side, so I still get to put out some fun stuff there. But my main focus in life right now is my Poshmark and eBay, small business, because she's my little baby. I'm been clever and resourceful to be able to get good items, including this really nice scarf with tassels and pleating. Forever New is the brand, if you know Forever New. I'm sure you do. Rhyme all the time. And Forever New is a young and up and coming brand. And this particular hat, that just so happen to be nearby grabs that I've listed as well, is also Forever New. And it's a summer pink hat. Girl, work. And I did have 2 books here to show you as well before I finish off putting the label on and showing you behind the scenes stuff. This is called Game of Knowns, so the science behind knowing things, and why do we get thirsty on beer, women from Guinea, high pitched hot chocolate. So a bit like Ripley's Believe It or Not or Guinness Book of Records, but the Game of Knowns, a play on the Game of Thrones from a science geek nerd perspective. Pretty nifty. $3.50. And this particular one is Lonely Planet, One Planet, so a photography book, and that's my big passion. So I'll have absolutely no problem, as new, getting this listed. Probably $18, something like that. Free shipping is always nice for buyers, and then they can also click in on offer. So if they put you an offer for 15, 17 on a $20 book, if you're feeling generous, you can accept. So one world, we're all on this planet together. You know, existentially, that's what we are, floating through space on a big blue ball. So don't sweat the small stuff, huh? And yeah, I'd be remiss not to do the bottom, because in case it fell out. So give us a chance now. You'd have to have your finger ready to go. There's our famous sound. ASMR. ASMR is the sound that people love, where you can hear. Just stay quiet and whisper. And when you're in your headphones, people can enjoy the sounds. Now that's enough ASMR for one video. So there we go. Now it's nicely packed, ready to go to be shipped. This lovely buyer is in WA, so you can see, which is good, in black is the state. So be it New South Wales, Queensland, down to Melbourne area, Victoria, or off to WA and all the other states. I even had one buyer buy a fishing reel, or how to make flies, in Humpty Doo, Northern Territories. So there's a Kakadu and a Humpty Doo. I believe Humpty Doo would be closer to Darwin, but I was giggling at the name anyway. Humpty Doo. Now in like Flint. Oh, beautiful. So now just to recap, that's the lovely blazer, the Cuba jacket. We have the Looney Tunes t-shirt, size medium. We have the Anna Kendrick Hollywood book from Scrappy Little Nothing. And some other listings to go up. So it do take nerve, charisma, uniqueness and talent, and to keep on keeping on, and to be held accountable to do listings every day, and to interact with your friends and PFF's posh friends forever over on the apps. Currently there's a promotion where we all list 3 or 5 items every day and share everybody's 3 to 5 items every day, and it's a good momentous, a good impetus, a good little kick up the metaphorical butt to get some extra listings done. So if you can do 5 and you think you can do 10, do the 10, why not? So, but with eBay and with Poshmark, every day if you do the same, that's called consistency with listings, and you'll be in the algorithm to just always be in the flow. So they'll see Urbancitysells at the top of listings. You can even take 1% out of your cut to do some promoted listings. So all in all, you have to look at all your avenues to bring in auxiliary revenue stream. Not earth-shattering money, and it just enables those who want to work from home or run a small business and keep their options open and keep the bills paid, and to be able to enjoy life as well and put out your passion, because you're not going to keep doing this unless you have a good passion for fashion. And today has been wrap with me, pack with me, send with me, and I hope you have a lovely one, and I'll see you in the next video when we're doing wrap, pack, send with me. Thanks guys, love you loads, bye.